Yeah, so it kind of started with Reed and I, like Reed Miller. He's probably one of the most incredible songwriters I've fucking ever met in my life. Lucky to be around, you know. We went to USC together. Like I went there in '89. I was a freshman in '89. He came in at like '91 or something, and we just hit it off. And we formed this band called Jonas, and we had some pretty neat success, pretty good success. But I feel like what we were really good at was just like fucking like writing songs. And so we ended up, you know, we did a couple of tours in Colorado and all that kind of stuff. I feel like the live piece of Jonas was really good, and we were young, right, and not quite as polished. But what we found was that what Reed and I fucking found was that we could fucking write songs, and that was really neat. And then so we had this enormous library. So like early on when we started, it was you know, just sort of Reed and I writing music, and then Jeremy Pollack comes into the picture, who is one of the most, I mean, he's our fucking kind of Bernie Taupin, you know. This Jeremy Pollack can write fucking lyrics. I mean, like, seriously, he's kind of like our Bernie Taupin or Tom Marshall, like insert, you know, those cats here, you know what I mean? And there was a point where we were just powering out, like, we were powering out tunes, like just fucking A. We would get together, and then when we were in LA, and then when I moved to Colorado, you know, I'm like, guys, come on out, let's just write some shit. So we pounded through a lot of tunes, and like, this is the first time that, like, just a couple months ago before I did this record, or before I, not did the record, but like before I want to do these 3 records, because like, we powered out a bunch of amazing songs, like, in those moments. And we just did them and churn and burn, and like, no one really ever stopped to like fucking look back at them and stuff, you know what I mean? And the timing is right now to do that. And so Triskaidekaphobia is like the first of 3 records of this trilogy, and it just sort of describes the time sort of in the 90s with these cats and my life in LA and whatever. And we're just gonna build on it from there, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, because we have to. The muse is everywhere. For me, it's, you know, it's a she, right? Very beautiful, strong woman, whatever. Like, and when she's in the room, and you know, you have these artists in the room, and you're in the studio, you're in the recording studio. I mean, there's when she's in the room, when the muse is out there, and when she's present, when the muse is present, it's fucking, those are the moments that basically are the most incredible fucking in the world. Like, you know, I think there was a dude that, like, I remember back in the day, like VH1 Behind the Music or whatever, like Madonna was doing a record, and like just a random guy or whatever had an opportunity to be in the recording studio when Madonna was singing, and like just like sitting there, and because the studio is pretty overwhelming, you know, for the average Joe, but like, you know, you're sitting there watching fucking Madonna in the moment singing. It's like, when the muse comes out, it's very, very special. I mean, you can't really explain it, you know. I swear. It's called Triskaidekaphobia. You know, there's 13 songs on this one, and you know, Fish did the Baker's Dozen, which was unbelievable. Like I'm not, like, I wanted to figure out something that was just weird and neat, you know, and so you know, Triskaidekaphobia is the fear of the number 13, you know, and it's just neat. It's weird that way. What's funny about the fear of the number 13 is, outside of the United States, because I did some research on it, and like the next record is called Para Triskaidekaphobia. I'm doing this trilogy, like this Jason Bourne trilogy, right? These 3 records are 13 songs each, and you know, outside of the United States, they celebrate 13 and Friday the 13th and all that stuff. You know, like elevators in our country, which is weird. Is like, there's no number 13, but you're on the fucking 13th floor, and really you just, you know. So there's just this weird, and I get it. It's okay. There's just this weird there's just this weird vibe for number 13, and I just want to embrace that. You know, I'm like, I love, like Stephen King one. Huge Stephen King fan. Like, fuck it. Like, just Gynecophobia. That's the name of the record. Be very, very afraid. Don't listen to it. If you do listen to it.